Hey. Okay, so I was motivated and I got things done. So I went through my bank accounts and updated my sinking funds. Right on track. I got 550. And then in June, I will need 565.80 to pay my car insurance. By then, I should have 660. In this insurance is renter's insurance and my car insurance. So the 665.80 is just for my auto insurance. There's an airplane flying by outside. So I'm on track with this. Yay, that feels really good, really motivating to get things working. Let's see here. My car sinking fund. I had to get stuff repaired. I figured that just start over fresh. So on April 7th, I opened the bank accounts, all the savings accounts that I have for my sinking funds, and set up a $25 deposit. So I had $25 to open the account, plus the auto transfer of $25 made it $50. And then I transferred my fuel over, and that made it $150. So basically I kind of am keeping track of when I buy fuel, the date, where I bought it, how much it cost, and keeping track of the balance on that. Oh, I need to do the math for this one. So that's what I'm doing for this, just to kind of keep track. The $25 transfer is for auto repairs and maintenance. The $100 transfer is for fuel. Whatever I have left over, I did another fuel last week, I think on the 24th or the 25th or something, that I have to enter. No, maybe the 19th was it? I don't know. Anyway, but I have to do math on that, and the goal is whatever of the $100 per month I don't use on fuel gets to stay in the account. So it might be $10 a month, or yeah, just about $10 a month. So it's not massive. I'm not throwing tons of money in there. I think my car will be okay for a little while. Couple more years out of it, I think. But I do have to do some maintenance. I need to change the oil on it. Take care of it so you don't have to replace it. Medical, dental, copays. So I opened it with a $25. That's the minimum balance anyway. So then I set up an automatic transfer of $90. That is $50 for my dental and $40 for my medical copays. Set it up as a sinking fund. I would like to set it up so that it has a balance like this: $500 for the medical and $1,000 for the dental, for just kind of like medical dental emergency sinking fund on top of my normal sinking funds. And the reason why it'll take me a little while to do it is because on this short-term goals, I do have some dentist work that I need to get done, and I broke it down into some smaller batches of things that I can pay it off, and goals of when I should be able to get it done. So they're not in order of how much they cost. They're in order of, this one's a cavity, and this one's an abscess, and this one is not really super important, but we should probably get it done in the next 2018, the next 9 months. So there's that. A couple other money goals I've got: my sinking fund, I'm almost at $1,000 on that. I'll go over that in a second. My medical dental copay, that's something I get to check off and write down what day I got them done, which is cool. And the car fund is over time $2,000, and at $35 a month, it'll take me a little while, I'm sure, but I might be able to, when I save up all of this, so that'll be in the beginning of 2018. I should be able to have this funded halfway through 2018, and then I'll put whatever $90 a month towards this car fund, so that'll kick that up really fast. Paying my mom back, paying off student loans, and I do have a couple of little sinking funds. So no, that's for my regular savings account. That's kind of like the cushion for when something hits. So then I'll have $2,000 basically for emergencies, plus my medical dental emergency fund, plus my car needs something done now fund. So I'll be sitting with $5,000, which it feels really comfortable to me. And then I can really start throwing money at paying back the student loans and paying back my mom. Yeah, at like another $500 a month, just about. Okay, put that guy back. So my medical dental, had a doctor's visit, cost me $20, how much money I've got left in. I have enough money to get the first bit of dental work done, but I'm trying not to use my $200 added in as part of that money. So I'm getting my teeth fixed off of the $90 a month. So I add up the $90 a month until I've got enough money to pay to get my teeth fixed. So April's budget, sort of, well, is keeping track of what comes and goes out of my checking account. My emergency fund. Okay, so I opened it with $25. This is a savings account that needs a minimum of $1,000 in it, which will definitely keep me from pulling money out. Every month that it's under $1,000, it charges me $4, which is not terrible. And that won't dig me a giant hole, which is good. So I opened it with $25. In April, I transferred $200 into it. They took a fee out. Then I transferred $500 into it this last paycheck in May. I also had a lot of coins. I had a coin counter, and I deposited that money into there. Then they took another fee, and I paid my copay in cash. I have an emergency $20 bill in my wallet. I just wanted it to be done with and not have to worry about whether or not I transferred money into my checking account, which I need to get better at keeping $100 in my checking account. So that's what's going on with this. All I have left to fully fund my emergency fund is $240, basically. So this next paycheck, I'm gonna transfer $250 and be done with baby step 1. Yay! Which is let's see here. Yep, 6th month of 2017 will be perfect. And then with this dentist, 6th month of 2017, I should be perfect for having this. Plus I'll have $40 left over, plus the $200 that I'm adding in there every month. So it'll be plenty flush for the dentist thing. Urgent emergency fund, right on target. That finally, halfway through the year, and I get something done. I do still have to pay my federal taxes back, because I misplaced a piece of tax paperwork, and that's gonna come back to bite me here pretty soon. Okay, so I went through my cash book, checked all my sinking funds. I didn't keep track of May for beans, so this is kind of my budget outline, what I expect things to be. This disability is the same every month. My paycheck fluctuates about $20. Then I've got my basic budget outline, fixed expenses, things that I'll always be paying. Rent, my cell phone, my car insurance. I treat that like a bill, even though it's a sinking fund. Netflix, yeah, I could get rid of it, but I really like it. Audible, I love listening to books at work. My personal, that's for medications and wraps for my wrists and things. My school loan, that's the minimum payment right now. Food, $200 for grocery, $50 to the garden fund. Fuel, $100. I just went over that, where I put that in with my car fund, so $125 a month go in there. My copay, that's my medical copay, is the $90. The $200 I had set aside for when I was getting a lot of chiropractor and massage work done. It's been a while since I've been in to do that, so maybe I'll start doing that again. My pet fund is $30 per month. That's for food and flea treatment. Yeah, they need flea stuff. I've got $60 for them right now. I don't know if that's enough money to get them all the flea treatment plus buying the food. Flexible expenses. I give myself an allowance. That's my incentive to check my my budget every week and whatnot. Extra sinking funds like the sock money and rainy day money. If you watch my other videos, you'll see what I mean by that. I estimated $200. Usually not that much. Clothing, miscellaneous. So, I need to edit this. This should be $350 left over. Okay. I'm not watching the screen, so bear with me. 50. It's hard to do one-handed. Paper likes to run away from you. Okay, so $350 is what I should have left over at the minimum every month. So, with this outline, I kind of, yeah, so this is the basic outline that I use to go after every month, and I keep that clipped inside my calendar thing. So here is my proposed June budget. My baby step 1, that's all the more money that I need to get that done and done. My proposed income, $260. I get a little bit more than $260 for my disability. My paycheck is a little bit more than $18. Fluctuates about $20. So that is the low ball side of what my income would be. So I write that there. My bills. These are the things that I think of myself having to pay. It makes everything so much easier. And I also made finishing off baby step 1 a priority, because it's almost done, right? So my rent, my baby step 1, I made it $250. Like, all I need is $240, but that gives me some extra cushion in that bank account, which is good. Food, $200, garden, $50. My phone bill is under $100 every month. I just write $100. It's like 97 something. So having a little bit of extra money. I know every dollar, but whatevs. Student loans is like 57 something. So I just write 60. Round up to the nearest $10, and that's good. Entertainment, I was paying for Amazon Kindle and I wasn't using it. So I called them up and said, hey, I don't even know how I signed up for this thing. I don't even know how, like, not lying. I don't know how I signed up for it or anything. So I said, I don't know how I signed up for it. I don't really use it. Like, why am I getting charged? And so they paid me back all of it. So it helps to call and check in. The lady was so super sweet. I just wanted to cancel it, and she's like, we'll get you a refund for the last 3 months. And I ended up getting refunds almost all the way back to January. So that was almost $50 that came back. So yeah, that's all been eaten up in my May budget. But anyway, so now I'm at, my entertainment is just Netflix and Audible. I like my books on tape. Yeah, from the other piece of paper. Insurance, that's my car insurance, $110. Treat that like a bill. My medical dental, it's $290. Fuel and car, that's $125. My pet, my personal, that comes out for this month. My fixed things that I need to pay is $16.60. So I put that up there. And that tells me that I have $400 left. So, my allowance, I always give myself $100. Yeah, my flash just turned off. I always give myself $100, and whatever's left over goes into my rainy day fund. Usually on a 4-week month, that's an extra $20 that goes into that. Sock money is just kind of like my emergency fund. You never know when you need to pay somebody back because they helped you do something, or you have to pay. There's times when you just need cash. So that's only $200 this month. So I'll have an extra $200 to do with what I want. So what I can do is I could throw that at, I could put it into my car fund. I could put it into my medical dental and start getting my teeth fixed a little bit earlier. I could throw it at my student loans. I could add more to my emergency fund. There's all sorts of things that I can do with that $200. So, yes, that's the next thing to do. Figure out what I'm gonna do with that last $200. Maybe I'll split it between things. I think that I'll put it in. Maybe I'll put $100 to the pets. That way I can get them their flea meds and buffer their little savings account. And then that I'll put $100 there, and then I'll put $100 probably in my car fund, just because, for car savings. Anyway, so yeah, it all started with doing my receipts. I'm just sitting here at my desk watching YouTube, watching a PBS series about giant beasts of the ancient, I don't know, it's something about finding out that there's giant snakes. They call it Python Titanus or something like that. It's basically they found a giant snake and they didn't think that there'd ever been snakes that big. Anyway, it's kind of interesting. I nerd out to documentaries. Anyway, so yeah, it all started with just clearing my receipts. One, I just want to sit here and watch documentaries because I haven't done that all week. I've been so stressed out, and it feels good to just sit and watch things and crunch some numbers. And I'm feeling more energized towards my budget again. And I was kind of humdrum, dreading it a bit. So, yay! Yay! It's my happy hands. Yeah, I mean, just sometimes just getting a little bit done is enough to get you to do more. Clearing out your kitchen sink gets you to do 3 kitchen sinks worth of dishes, if you have that many. I do. Clearing off a spot in the counter gets you to clear off more spots in the counter. Clearing off your kitchen table leads you to sweeping the floor. I don't know, but sometimes just getting started is the hardest part. But anyway, I got started. All right. Have a good weekend, everybody. Cheers.